Hi everyone, welcome to my Instagram live chat. So I'll be joined today by one of my friends from Tokyo, Japan. Why we choose Tokyo, Japan today? Because Japan is very interesting country where we were all thinking that there can be very much less patients and or less infections of COVID-19, but still the numbers spiked very easily since a few weeks. Since last week. So aduna ngasi aina wari sanazagado imanabasi Tokyo dagini aduga mangon dagi taminasi hazik kari Japan da kari chathari adagi moigi government na kari tawayari tawdori ko adagi atopa kay kahani mi meyamna Japanese culture gi matang da yamna khoina agar ngai dagi su yamna appreciate torpa culture ni aduna kayam ngakpa ngamgani kayino habada government su moigi kahani mayam gi behavior da hazik depend the way so highly has lockdown to remoida tawrakadra tawaidra basi ma'am jamta taminasi hazik igi Instagram da igi imanaba hazik laktore masa. So I'll just request him to join me. Yep. Yeah, he's joining very soon. I hope he has received my request. So let's see. When is he joining? We're waiting for him.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, How are
you? Hi. I'm sorry that the. Hello, Dean. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, we need you. Yeah. That's a very interesting. We need Japan in any way in the whole world. But right now, what's going on in Japan? I want to know because you have just come to Japan, Tokyo from Bangkok, right?
Indeed. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Tokyo, actually, the situation is becoming as much worse than the couple of days ago. We now is discovering over 200 infected in Tokyo, and Osaka as the same number. So the Japanese government actually selected these two megacities as the most cautious area, and the governments recommend strongly to the citizens to be away and to stay home. Just simply, but the one thing which is different in Japan and other countries, and actually we didn't know even Japanese, but in Japan we did not have any law to the force to shut down the activities of the aged citizens. This is the reason why the Japanese government is still still in the measure to a request or recommendation.
Okay, so is it like very soon is your government coming up with the lockdown policies, or is it I know that I read somewhere that the government is really reluctant to shut down because of the thriving businesses and all. So what is your thought, and what do you suggest or what you see around there right now in Tokyo?
For now, the following and all the European cities and the European governments are doing. The way the citizen actually is starting to talk how the government can guarantee the revenue, but for now the Japanese government is denied to guarantee the revenue for free actually, but instead of that they are having the measure to lend the loan with no interest for the small business owner to guarantee they're not guarantee, but they just to throw the helping them to continue the business. But the actually this is not the and there's not enough to for the support the small business owners because it's just a loan and they have to get back later. So I think, actually the old Japanese cities never be locked down. So we
Right.
were slightly continuing the number of infection.
Yeah, right. But one of the reasons, which when I researched, I found out that the Japanese government were really reluctant to do testing, which has been recommended by the WHO, right?
Hmm.
So, I mean, were they very afraid or were they very reluctant to do because of the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games,
Hmm.
even though it's been rescheduled now? But right now, at this moment, across the cities, have you guys started tasting very, very frequently? Or, I mean, have the government initiated now testing, more test, more test, more test? What do you say? I
Uh,
mean, you guys are doing that.
yeah, honestly, the test issue is not because of that. I would like to have a test actually at the airport when I arrived, but the
Okay.
now honestly say the machine and the human beings in the who were working in the quarantine is limited, so they are not available to get the test for the everybody who requested. Actually, they just prioritized the who were in suspicious or somebody who were coming back from the most affected region, like China,
Mhm.
Korea, Italy, or the other European countries or US as well. So now, actually, we are what we are concerning now here is the capacity of the medical staff. Now it's already 2 weeks and starting to uh, let's make a test in the at the sum of the explosion as it's starting in the big cities, and all medical staff is working 24 hours, and they actually starting to say they fatigue of endless war. So this is actually happening in New York and Paris and Milan. So what we are talking about is how to avoid that situation and how to support the medical staff the most.
Okay, so let me take one step back.
Yeah.
So how did it all started? Like, is it because across the world, it is because mainly of the travelers, foreigners, going from one another and then partying in Italy, we could see that, there were a lot of many things happening, even in the early February, January, people are skiing, people are
Hmm.
partying. In Japan, I even read that there were some students who were doing parties and all. What do you say? What could be the main reason for actually spreading out in Japan?
This is also the question, and honestly, we never know. But the TV or the journalists are saying it probably the three main reasons. One is the first vague was from the Diamond Princess, the cruise ship, which was in
Right.
Yokohama and 1 month ago. And
Okay.
there was almost a 70 infected person, and the Japanese citizen
Mhm.
actually they came back to their
Mhm.
home and everywhere in the world. Second is the Japanese citizens who were in China or Korea and the most affected cities came back to Japan. That is in the same factor for the other foreign countries as well. But it would be the second vague. And the third is the travelers who were just in a vacation and are coming back to Japan. That's also the third vague. And the fourth vague we're talking now is this is actually the dangerous thing, but now it's internally affected, especially in the hospital or
Right.
the elderly home or these kind of and very densey and the very dense places is in the
Right.
fourth vague. So this is the reason. So now, honestly, say the new discovered infected citizens can't respond where is the place they infected. And one thing is the governor of Tokyo emphasizes the and then the some night spots like night bars, uh, nightclubs, or these kind of the karaoke as well. This can be
Right.
in a very dangerous places to spread to the virus.
Right.
So it's not
Yeah.
banned yet, but the very recommended not go.
Yeah. Okay. So we all know about Japan. We read a lot about Japan, Japanese culture, the disciplined, way of life, and it definitely has helped a lot, in making it very a safe place. I mean, apart from the last week, whatever it spiked. So, do you think that I also read a vlog which has gone very viral that
Mm,
because of the Japanese culture of not handshaking and of not of keeping
mm,
the things clean and putting masks and then not even talking in the transport and all so this has helped a lot of ways in
yeah.
bringing the COVID down. So what do you think that your culture has really a long way to make the disease go down? I mean, you have definitely
Mm.
flattened the curve before. So, do you want to, tell about your impact of the Japanese culture in this trend?
Yeah, generally speaking, actually in Japan, we can say one third of the population is taking medicine every winter against the influenza. So I think that was the one factor. The infection wave came very slowly in this country, but now that was an factor in contrarily. But here in Tokyo, actually, I see less people taking them out masks than Bangkok, for example, because we actually everybody think that's in a personal choice still.
Yeah.
Um, and the all transportation is in circulating, and then there's no restriction about equipment you should to take when you're using the public transportation. So I think gradually the danger is becoming, but basically we clean the hands, uh, in the daily life, and we're not touching each other with the incognitos. So that's helps to avoid
And you don't stay, you go down, right? That's why.
yeah, right. So yeah, we're
That's a
not
good one.
taking down
You
lots.
also do
So
namaste. So
yeah,
next time we don't shake hand, we do namaste, you bow
yeah,
down.
yeah, right. But I think in
I think we
Thailand,
all have to.
yeah, in Thailand or the other Asian countries as well, and probably in Thailand they're
Yeah.
doing that phase. In India as well. Probably that kind of jest is not the
Yeah.
same as in a European way of greetings. So it's probably help to prevent the event, the transmission of the virus.
Okay, so one last question, and we will close this. We know that Japan has also very big population of elder people. More than Italy in that
Yeah.
way. Do you have a fear that if this kind of spread out, anything can happen, We can't even
Yes.
predict now what is going to happen. Is the government doing something special for the elder people? And, anything, you want to say that, it could be, they could be infected or it's possible everywhere. So what is it? What exactly is like people are doing there? Elder people are doing, then government are doing for the elder people. So there must be some objective, in actually guarding them. So what exactly Japanese government or Japanese people are doing to safeguard and to fight this COVID-19?
For the elder people, I think the government not mentioned specially. It's for everybody, but of course they have to care about the most. Um, but the one incident happens in the elderly house in Chiba Prefecture, which is just a neighbor prefecture of Tokyo, on the nearby Narita airport, and they're starting a little cluster. So if that isn't happening, it will be a very dangerous situation. So now, of course, in every elderly home, I recommend it to be not serving the lots, not serving or to stopping the activities or isolate it they ribs. Most of them. Normally in the Netherlands house, they are making some collective works in every time, but they are reducing. Um, but and the one another issue is now we're starting to be, the mental health care of the isolation. It concerns everybody, and for the adults and also for the younger people. For example, like the preschool kids, is the nursery isn't still open, but sometimes one anecdote I watched is the kids over 3 years old actually who is isolated in nursery because his mother was working in hospital. So this kind of things is happening. It's a very important things to avoid as an infection, but we have to think about how to mentally stay in connection of the other people. This
Okay,
is
Masa.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much because I
Welcome.
have been
Yeah.
really wanting to talk to one of the friend from Japan, and I mean no one better than you. And luckily you're in Tokyo, even though you are in quarantine
Yeah.
stage. So I hope you have a very good quarantine. And do you have anything words to say across the world? Anything one precious
Mm.
line or something which which because you have been traveling and doing all these
Yeah.
things. So anything you want to add on as a last sentence or whatever?
Yeah. But actually, the COVID-19 is just like we didn't know, but the coronavirus itself was existed even
Right,
before the 19th. So,
right.
but the human being was resisted since long. So
Yeah,
the one thing I'd like to emphasize is just to stay healthy and
right.
have what you can eat and be in health. This is the only thing, and also we have to be optimistic and prepared after this virus starts. And even the Spanish flu 100 years ago, it's dures a year, but the after a year it has been over. So of course
Right.
it will be over in the future. We just resist to that.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
hope for the best, and let's hope that this ends soon, and we all travel and we all see each other very soon. Thank you, Masa. Thank you
Thank you.
so much
Thank you
for
very
your
much indeed.
valuable time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So bye, sayonara from India.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye.
Namaste.
See you
Yeah.
soon.
God bless
Bye.
you.
Bye.
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 Thank you for inviting.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Okay. Yeah, so mayam hazek aigi imanaba masaga Japan dagi wari sanaba yengbire aduna punamaksi akoi hazek section na leiba yamna safely yumda leiba dagi hygiene oina phajana akoigi kut hamdokpa khotokpa si mayam se loina tawbiraga ko adagi isolation da leibiba quarantine tawraga leiba masi yamna important oi aduna mayam aigi sigi video se yamna Henny Nungai Bibita because I'll be uploading on my YouTube video, which is my YouTube channel is Raw Real Ramina. Aduga masi subscribe to bio. Aduga karigumba kana hanbata ta di ay atopa yamna lakini ay imanabi across the world, across the continent. So I'll be bringing a lot of good stuff, and then what can we learn from them and what can we do at this stage. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. I hope to see you very soon with a very interesting topic and content, which will be more engaging and which I'll be giving you more information around the world. Thank you so much. Thanks.